our audience are very conservative. I don't think a video is the right way to communicate our message with them. You may be right. I'd be a little bit surprised because practically everyone these days watches television and films and TV programs and so on. There's very few people who'd be so conservative that they wouldn't watch or take some benefit from a moving image. I think the bigger question is, how do you communicate with that person? So, for example, we do quite a lot of what I call a whiteboard style of video, which you can see elsewhere on our website. Now, sometimes we've had people say, I don't think that's going to work for my audience. That looks a little bit too flippant. And I would agree with them. For certain scenarios, that isn't really the right approach. In those situations, often what works better is perhaps interviewing the senior partners or the senior people in your firm, or it's a little bit more conservative approach, or you could use stock footage which adds a level of production value. Perhaps it looks a little bit more like TV that they are used to seeing, and those approaches can work really well. They can also feel a little bit generic and a little bit less cutting edge. But remember, we're talking about a conservative audience now. That may be exactly what they need to feel comfortable to hear your message. So we don't just use one approach, we'll talk to you and we'll try and work out what the right approach is for your audience.